organization that relies on the generosity of donors is feeling the pinch. As Delane Cleveland reports, a recent snowstorm, an influx of influenza and other respiratory illnesses, and the holiday season is having an impact on blood donations.
I love to donate blood. I think it's something that everybody should do.
For the last 40 years,
Keep your arm very still.
Mary Loberg has consistently made her way to Memorial Blood Center's Plymouth location to donate blood.
My dad was in the Korean War and he came out, and I just saw that that's what you do and you take care of others, so that's why I'd still do it.
And go ahead and squeeze every 3 to 4 seconds.
It's a small but simple way to give back to those in need.
So if something ever happens to me or a family member, I know the blood will be there.
Even though many wouldn't have blamed her if she had canceled her appointment due to the massive snowstorm happening outside.
No, it was the opposite. Today is a day when people cancel, so today's the day for sure I'm going to show up.
Memorial Blood Centers is on the lookout for people like Mary who are willing to donate when the need is greatest.
We've had cancellations today, not surprisingly.
Phil Losacker is a spokesperson for the organization. He says right now is a challenging time for donations. The holidays keep people busy, winter weather discourages people from coming in, and seasonal illness forces people to stay home.
The holiday season's tough, and influenza is one of the reasons why it's tough.
The CDC reports that influenza is running rampant across the country. And in Minnesota, respiratory viruses like the flu and RSV have consumed hospital capacity.
Reportedly higher instance of people suffering from those two viruses. It certainly will affect our ability to collect blood.
Just what sort of effect remains to be seen. As for Mary,
Look what I got today, socks.
she knows that 42 hospitals across Minnesota rely on donated blood, and she hopes others out there can answer the call.
It's easy to do. The people here are awesome. The process is easy, and you're helping somebody else.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
The nonprofit organization Kaboom helps update and bring play spaces to a variety of places. Kaboom worked with Fair Oaks Elementary School in Brooklyn Park to get this imagination playground set. This is video from 2017. Students got to use the Tinker Toy or Lego set-like blocks for team building activities and for family nights. And you might be hearing the name Kaboom more often after a new partnership was approved by Hennepin County. District 1 Commissioner Jeff Lunde helped get the wheels rolling on this idea because of his familiarity with the organization from his time as Brooklyn Park mayor. We sat down to talk with him about it in today's Newsmakers.
Yeah, so my office, we started talking with Kaboom, and they're a national nonprofit that specializes in bringing play to people, especially kids. And so we've been trying to explore how can we kind of tackle mental health challenges, some of the safety challenges, and how can we do it in a positive way? And this is one of those ways. And so we started that discussion. Recently, the board unanimously voted for my resolution directing staff to work on a contract. So we're off and running.
And I know we've seen Kaboom in our area rehabbing some playgrounds, but this is going to be a little bit different, not necessarily playgrounds that'll be fixed up.
So it's called Places to Play. It's about bringing play to where people are. People could be a light rail station, they could be in a grocery store, there can be lots of different places where people congregate, and it's about bringing aspects of play to that place. Think about in the spring, that first day when there's sun and everything's melting, you walk outside and you're like, this is great, right? The best time. That feeling is an environmental effect on your mental health. You feel differently. And so play can play that role about bringing that aspect into people's lives, kids' lives, family lives.
All right, meeting them where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that what Kaboom does is they will measure the health of the community. And this is a countywide program, so it's not just Brooklyn Park, it's not just Minneapolis, it's Corcoran, it's all over. And then we will work with community to come up with ideas. And then we'll fund those ideas. Then they'll remeasure the difference. And so they've done this in Philly, Chicago, Denver, and they can actually quantify the effect of play in people's lives.
All right, so what happens next?
So next step is we're working through the contract, and then we will start probably in the spring an environmental effect. But most importantly, next summer, if there are people who are watching the story who are interested, contact my office. We will get you involved. If you have ideas, you're more valuable than a government function.
All right, so will they be having like some open houses so people can share ideas?
Yep.
Or is it just a website? What do you think is going to happen?
So we'll have a big kickoff meeting, probably virtual, since we're all used to it now. But what will happen is Kaboom will actually help groups facilitate and kind of get their ideas together so that they're ready for presentation. Because not all ideas are good ideas.
Sure.
And so we'll try to find the right ones to fund, and they'll work with community groups to do that.
All right, so why do you feel good about this one?
I'm excited. You just think about that when I talk about that. What does it feel like when you walk out and it says, imagine if you're a neighborhood that doesn't have much, and every day they walk out and they don't feel that effect, and suddenly there's something there. You can bring that health benefit, that safety benefit to neighborhoods.
A New Hope volunteer is planning a unique experience for young girls at an event coming up at North Hennepin Community College.
First, we were looking around to see something that we could take our girls to, and we weren't finding what we were looking for. So we thought, why don't we create something on our own? And not just for our girls, but other girls. There are so many other girls throughout the state of Minnesota that need the support to learn confidence and leadership skills and to just be curious.
Paulette Bonner is the founder of a mentored troop in Girl Scouts. A mentored troop provides girls of color the opportunity to be part of a Girl Scout troop led by a leader of color. She says it's a chance to give her daughter and other girls from diverse backgrounds the encouragement and mentoring she wishes she had at that age.
So it is amazing when we see these girls of color so confident, and they literally are just the epitome of everything I wish I had when I was their age.
Bonner's mentored troop is organizing a mini conference for all young girls ages 5 to 9 at North Hennepin Community College, and that is on December 17th. And there is a new view above downtown Robbinsdale. Construction crews recently installed the top portion of the new Robbinsdale water tower. A viewer sent us this drone video that shows the nearly finished structure. Robbinsdale city officials say construction crews are now done for the season, but they'll pick things up again in the spring.